Hello everybody, this is SoyaCincau.com and we are once again having a look at the Sony Xperia S. Alright, so we did two videos previously about the device and we got a lot of views and a lot of comments and a lot of likes. So we're just going to start off by saying thank you very much for the views, the likes and the comments. So in this video we're going to take a closer look at the interface of the device and also try to answer some of the questions that you might have about the Xperia S. One of the biggest questions was about the startup. So we had a boot loop issue when we initially switched on the device for the first time in our first video. We're happy to know that we've used the device for a whole day and installed a lot of apps into the device, and we did that startup test a number of times today, and we never had that boot loop issue reoccurring, and we're going to demonstrate that again this time. So let's start this device up. Alright, so while that's starting up, I want to bring your attention to something we noticed on the Xperia S. If you can look at this layer between this belt and the screen, there's this like another layer of I don't know what that is. It looks like a screen protector. It could be a screen protector, but we didn't add that on. That's standard out of the box, so we don't know what that is, but it looks like a screen protector. Right, just want to bring that to your attention. And while I was talking about that, we have the device started up, already booted and ready to go. So that's pretty quick. And let's get right into the OS. Okay, so this is a Sony interface. It's customized, skinned, very light. It's quite nice. So let's get into the some of the OS of the device. So right now you can see model number LT26i, running Android 2.3.7, the latest version you can get right now before Ice Cream Sandwich. Sony says the device is upgradable to Ice Cream Sandwich. We're hoping that happens soon, hopefully before the second half of this year. Okay, so that's that. Let's look at the interface of the device. As you can see, this is pretty standard Sony stuff. If you've used Sony Ericsson's before, you'll notice that this is very familiar. At the home screen you get 5 panels, which is pretty standard. And what's new is that Sony has designed this really beautiful live wallpaper that they called Cosmic Flow. It's really nice. It really shines. It shows the display. It really, shows the capability of the display, and that's really nice. You have options to customize the panel, of course, the home screen, with a number of themes, as you can see here, and you can see the scrolling is pretty fast as well, thanks to the 1.5 GHz dual core processor and 1 gig of RAM. So let's try and change the theme and see how fast that happens. It's almost instant. So if you use Sony Ericsson's before, you notice that there's some lag when changing themes. Not so with the Xperia S, so you'll like that. Other than that, what's great about this new UI is that you can pinch to get an overview. While that is not new, what is new is what is being showcased in this overview. So previously you get thumbnails of your home screen. The new overview screen gives you an overview of the widgets that you have in your home screen. So it's now widget focused. So when you tap on a widget, it will go to the screen that has that widget, as you can see. Okay, speaking of widgets, Sony has redesigned or updated some of its widgets, like this panel here. It's more animated. So you have an option to have this panel interface, or you can install each one of these panels, each one of this icon by themselves. So you can just maybe have that Wi-Fi button if you want, or Bluetooth button as a widget on the home screen itself. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I just want to show you another redesign. So it's now animated nicely. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Some of you asked about Timescape, so I'm going to show you Timescape. Not much changes with regards to Timescape. It's just now, again, with the updated processor, means that the device is scrolling is faster and things like that. But nothing new with regards to the application itself. Okay, so you have an option to have a combined view, or just view your Facebook feed, or just view your Twitter feed. You can customize that. Alright, so that's Timescape. Of course, Timescape is also integrated with what your friends post on Facebook and Twitter, and you can view that here. This is a Timescape widget. Okay, so that's pretty much it with regards to the home screen. What else can I show you? Okay, let's show you the dialer. Again, standard stuff. If you use Sony Xperia, you're familiar with this. It's a standard phone dialer, updated and redesigned to make it look fresh. So pretty standard stuff. If you tap on a number, it will try to check your contacts and pull out the contacts that's relevant to the number. So if you press 012, try to find a number that starts with 012, or if you press 2, so it will try to look for a name that starts with A. That's pretty standard stuff. Okay, so that's that. Let's look at the keyboard. So keyboard is also pretty standard. What you get with the older versions. Again, it's just updated and more refined. Gesture input is also present here, as you can see, and you have language options, and also you can customize the keyboard and selection of languages. Okay, that's pretty standard as well. Let's take a look at the browser. So with regards to the browser, we found out that you can have a maximum of 8 windows opened at any one time. Browser so far, I think it's adequate, not blazing, but it's not that slow either. So yeah, it works. It gives you a good browsing experience. Okay, so the web page was loading just now, so now it's fully loaded. Scrolling is smooth. Pinch to zoom is smooth as well. It resizes the text as well, so no issues there. That's going to give you a comfortable browsing experience. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so a couple of niggles and gripes. The one thing that we don't like is the capacitive sensor. It's a bit of a hit and miss, as you can see. So sometimes you don't know whether you're pressing it the right way, and it seems unresponsive. Actually, it's not. It's just that it's not registering the input because you're pressing it at the wrong place. So that's a bit of an annoyance that we have. Another issue, probably it's not an issue, it's sort of like a limitation. So because the device has a 12 megapixel camera, and that's a lot of detail that you need to process when you're viewing pictures in the gallery. So this picture was taken using the camera, and the built-in camera. When it's in full view like that, there's really no issue. But when you start zooming in, you can see that the rendering is not fully rendering the picture when you're viewing it on the screen. The reason for that is we don't know why exactly it's doing that, but we think that because you have a 12 megapixel sensor, that's a lot of detail that it needs to capture and a lot of detail that it needs to process, that Sony doesn't allow the device to render pictures fully while you're viewing it on the device. But if you're viewing it on the computer, there's really no issues. Again, you can see you have rendering issues. It's not an issue, it's sort of like a limitation. So it's like a rendering limitation. You can see it's not rendering fully, but when you view it full size, no issues. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So that was sort of like an overview look at the Sony Xperia. Xperia S. I hope I've answered some of your questions. We're gonna take a more detailed look at the other elements. Some of you wanted to know how loud the speaker is. Well, we can tell you the speaker is really loud, but we'll do a video to show you that later. We'll also do a display comparison with the Galaxy Nexus in another video, and also a live demo of the camera. Okay, so in the meantime, please keep those comments coming in. Thanks for liking the video, thanks for watching, thanks for coming to our channel and subscribing. This is SoyaCincau.com. If you have any comments or suggestions, put them up in the comment section. And thanks very much for watching. That's pretty much it.